Yo, it's your boy Bob, and today I'm coming at you with the inward 360 dive roll tutorial.
If you guys do not know what this trick is, this is what it looks like. It's a nice kick right before you turn around and go into an inward 360 dive roll. Alright, moving on into the tutorial. Step 1 and 2 are pretty easy and quick to get. Step 3 and 4 are pretty hard, but as I said, there's only 4 steps to get this trick. It's a pretty simple one, so let's get started. Step number 1 is be able to do a handstand. It does not have to be a perfect handstand, but the better your handstand is, the easier of a time you will have learning this next trick. This is a good handstand. This is not a handstand. This is not a handstand. This is not a handstand. This isn't even close to a handstand. That's not a headstand. And especially this is not a handstand. Moving on to step number 2, be able to dive into your handstand. So it doesn't have to be a super far dive or anything, just be able to dive and have the strength to catch yourself in a handstand. Moving on to step number 3 is the steps, the footwork of it, and getting able to do the first half of it. So what you want to do is if you are twisting to your right, you need to take off your left foot, and as you take off your left foot, you need to kick your right foot across your body the opposite way that you are twisting. If you twist to the left, then you should be jumping off your right foot, kicking with your left foot, and looking to your left over at the ground. So now that we have that down, you know which way you want to twist and everything. What you have to do is you have to jump off that foot, kick across, look at the ground, and jump into your dive handstand. You don't have to be able to stop yourself and catch yourself in a perfect handstand and hold it for 10 seconds after. You just really need to be able to catch your body weight and know which way that you need to throw your body for this step. Alright, going on to step number 4. This is the hardest step. Just in case you did not hear me, let me turn it up. This is the hardest step. Okay, this step is what you do after you catch yourself in the handstand. It is going from handstand into your roll. Alright, so this is what that looks like. You pretty much have to get in a handstand, start to fall, wait as long as you can before you hit the ground, and then roll out of it. Now, if you were jumping off of your left foot and twisting to the right, you need to be collapsing your left arm and rolling on your left shoulder first. If you were jumping off your right foot and twisting to the left, then you need to be collapsing your right arm and rolling on your right shoulder. Like I said, this is tricky, so I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the key to this. The key, like I said, is you really just need to wait as long as you can before you turn. If you turn too soon, it just will not work. So I know I said there was only 4 steps, but there's kind of a 5th one. It's putting it all together. If you haven't realized, that's what we're doing. You jump off your foot, you kick across your body, you land in a handstand, and then you go straight into that 4th step where you roll right out of that handstand. Once you put it all together, it'll look like this, and that will be the entire inward 360 dive roll. And while I am playing these slow motion clips, I'm going to go ahead and point out a couple of tips. Alright, first of all, the jumping leg. The higher you jump, the more flashy and cool the trick's going to look. If you don't jump very high, it just looks kind of condensed and bad. Another thing that'll really help is the leg that is kicking across your jumping leg. Make sure you're kicking that nice and high and powerful. If you're not, it'll kind of just not look as good. It'll look like you're just trying to cheat it really hard and like you can't do it. And obviously, as I already stated in step number 4, it is the hardest one to get, but the better you get that one, the smoother it's going to look. If you're kind of bouncing off the ground or when you're rolling it's loud, then you're not doing it necessarily right. Make sure it's a nice, quiet, and smooth roll. So really work on that step number 4 and that'll help. Alright. That's pretty much it. That's the whole tutorial. So it was pretty short, so I'm just going to go ahead and add some more to this video, make it a little bit longer by making you guys listen to a really annoying noise. Don't forget to subscribe!